everyone, my name is Jenny. This is my channel, Callie Jenny's Crafty Stitching. Welcome to everybody. Hope you are having a wonderful day as you are watching this. As I am starting this filming, it is Friday, October 17th. It is almost 10 to 5 in the morning, starting a little bit late this morning. Hubby had technical difficulties getting out the door. But anyway, welcome. If you are new, welcome to the channel. Hope you will enjoy the video. Check out that playlist. Consider becoming a part of the family here. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you will be notified when I upload my new videos. And for all my returning friends and family, I love you guys. Thank you so much for always coming by and supporting me, hanging out. You guys are the best ever. All right, we are continuing today. This is our Painting Fairy Underwater World. We are working on what all of us, I think, have come to the conclusion is a bit of coral here. I will try to remember to put up a picture up in the corner of this kit that we are stitching on so you can see what we are stitching. And sorry for the moving camera. Starfire, our resident co-host, is already up here. Let me just go ahead and get it out of the way now. Let you guys see her. Especially since I'm having issues with this camera stand today. There she is. Say good morning, Starfire. She's right here front and center as soon as I get started. All right, let me get this readjusted. Okay. Hopefully that is good. It's a little crooked. This thing is being really difficult this morning. It's like a day of technical difficulties. All right, let me get my glasses on. And as you can see, I do have some already strung here. So let me decide where we're starting. I think we're going to start with these purple X's here. Yeah. So that'll be all these purple X's. I don't know how well you can see it. I think you can see it pretty good. So let us go ahead. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee first in my favorite Cat Mom mug. Okay, now we're going to get this strung up. Got my favorite little needle threader here. And I think I got rid of that one needle that was just too big for this canvas that I had on my needle minder here. All right, let me zoom out for a second. That is my pretty needle minder. Isn't that pretty? All right. Let me zoom back in. Okay. Let us go ahead. I do, of course, have my setup again per usual. It's just so easy this way. Just put one of these little containers on each end of my aluminum frames, regardless of how big it is. It works perfect on this nice long table. Easy for filming. Okay, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to try that again with, I think it tends to work better when I leave a hand in camera view. I think it less blurring when the other one goes in and out. Okay, let me go ahead and grab these. Well, no, I'll come back for those. So I got to come back down this way anyway. Anyway, do let me know what you are all working on. Let me know if any of you have gotten this one. They had quite a few in this series. For anybody that is new to cross stitch like I was a year and a half ago, this is Painting Fairy is one of the best brands on the market. They even do the printing for some other ones that are right up there with the best. That's because that's how good their printing is. You can always count on Painting Fairy products to be top notch. All their information, of course, will be down in the box down below in the description box, along with a 5% discount code to save you some money when you shop. I think it's just Callie Jenny. Excellent company. They do videos. They have a channel on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. I do encourage you to go check them out. They have a lot of videos that show you a lot of their cross-stitch kits completed, front and back. So you know it's for real. They have been completed, and yes, they really look that good. They are very impressive. Getting myself quite a collection now. I got so many, I'm sure I could do a Painting Fairy stash at this point. I know what I'm talking about. They are excellent. Just got myself the entire set of Painting Fairy brand floss. And I actually put a video out. I know I did on TikTok. I can't remember if I did here on YouTube or not. The last picture in this series was comparing, I think I put it out on YouTube also, a little short, that compares the regular DMC floss in the same shade number in the Fairy brand. And side by side, they're pretty much identical. But what is awesome is the Painting Fairy brand is less than half the price. So on the Painting Fairy website, you can get DMC floss for, hold on, I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to do half stitches and then come back. Anyway, the DMC floss on the Painting Fairy website is 65 cents, which is still cheaper than most places that you're going to find it. But they have their, that's not in the right spot. Hold on. They have their Painting Fairy brand, which is excellent quality. It's curated from the same region as DMC. It's pretty much identical. And it is only 30 cents. 30 cents a skein. And at least the last I looked, you can either go on there. They have two different links. One you can buy, you can choose individual. So, or two of them. One of them I think goes through like 1 through something, I forget it, 900 and something. And then the other one is where that one leaves off to the B5200 or something like that. Or you can purchase the whole set. They have 482 DMC colors. And that is what I did. Because in the year and a half since I started stitching, I had not collected a full set. As I'm sure many of you are aware, that when you're kitting up, especially for larger projects, it gets quite pricey. So even though I had so many different ones, it was amazing how many I did not have. And I have a lot. And yet there was a lot I did not have. A lot. Well, I have them now. Because I got the full set of Fairy brand, the Painting Fairy. They are excellent. If you have not seen that little short, I encourage you to go check it out. I am pretty sure that I did put it on YouTube. And like I said, the last part shows side by side of Painting Fairy versus DMC. And they are pretty much identical. But it is, of course, up to you. If I could get a needle through a hole, that would be fabulous. But all the information to their social media links and stuff will be in the box down below, as well as mine, in case you'd like to follow me in any of those places. Oops, you know what I just did? That was not supposed to go in that way. I'm flapping my jaws so much I'm not even paying attention. I do have my Facebook group link will be down there as well. Just remember there are 2 questions that you do have to answer in order to be approved. They are simple. How did you hear about the group? And you agree to the rules, and that's just to keep the group safe. But I know not everybody goes on Facebook, and believe me, I get it. I don't do a whole lot on there either, other than my group and the groups I follow. Because the cross stitch or even just the crafty community in general is awesome. Good people, full of wonderful ideas and tips, helping each other out. Love it. And here comes Starfire again. You will see probably shadows because guess what? Yeah, she's going to sit in front of one of my lights again, like always. But as long as she's a good girl, we're just going to leave her there. So happy it's Friday. I am ready to get this weekend started. Be happy to sleep in, even if my idea of sleeping in is till like 6:30 in the morning. But hey, that's better than the 3:45 that I get up all week. So I'm very excited about that. I know we have some shopping to do and stuff this weekend for our upcoming cruise trip. A little over 2 weeks now. After all this planning, it's almost here. On the flip side of that, I'm so excited, yet I'm already getting sad because I know soon it'll be over after spending, I think, pretty sure it was over a year planning it. And I'm not sure when we will go again. Let's see, where did I go? I think that was part of this orange, not this dark one. All right, so I must have came all the way over from here. Wow, I carried that further than I realized. Because these ones here are part of this lighter golden color that I have to make sure that I come back and get. Oh, look at, I missed one right there. That's okay. I got all these anyway. I'll just start from here and move up on the next time I do this color. Or when I get over that way. This one again is in 16 count, I'm pretty sure, but judging by how small it is. I will probably start getting all future kits in 14 count. I do most of them anyway. I don't know why. Sometimes I just get in this mood and I want the 16 count. But then when I'm stitching it, I'm like, oh, I should have got the 14 count. It's funny. I can stitch on smaller count, or I don't know how you see it's smaller. The holes are smaller, but the count is actually higher, because it's more squares per square inch. But it's easier for me to do that on counted than it is stamped. For the stamped projects, 14 really is my sweet spot. Okay, let's grab these over here. Look at this pretty color here, though. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Which is funny, I thought that was going to be more over in this section, this color. So I almost feel like I got to double check it, but I checked this out last night and I'm pretty sure that's correct. Just have to take a closer look at that picture again. I think though, before I start stitching with that one, I do want to make sure that it is correct. Because in the picture, I don't remember seeing that light lavendery purple in the middle of this coral. But I could be wrong. All right, now I want to grab these down here without catching up that other floss. And then we'll see how much time we have left to see if we can start another one. I think we can. And you know what? Because she jumped up here, it's all wonky again. It was still where you could see it, but it was kind of crooked. We don't want it crooked. So as I mentioned in my last video, or my last stitch and chat, I think it was in the Waterbiz one, I'm thinking about getting a camera. Let me know what you guys think. Put in your thoughts. Try to maybe do some better videos. Or do you like these videos like they are? It has their pros and cons, because using my phone to do these videos, I can take the video, I can edit right there from my phone using an app that I absolutely love for that, and upload it all in one space right there on the go. You know, like this, I can film this one, I can go to work, begin the editing process before, because I'm always at work early. Get the editing process started. Oftentimes between that and lunchtime, I will often have the editing done to where it's ready to upload. Whereas if I do it from a camera, I can pretty much only do it here, because then I have to transfer it to the computer to do the editing and the upload. So pros and cons. Let me know what you guys think. Are you happy with the quality of my videos, or you think I should get a camera? I keep going back and forth. I have my eye on a particular camera, but I just keep going back and forth because it's just so fast and easy this way. But then also look at the challenges I have with the camera. I don't know what to do. All right, I'm going to come down here and grab these. Grab these across the bottom so we can work our way up. Let me know. Oh my gosh. She's like over here on my right. I have another one of these little, like, I don't know what you call them, like a canvas bag, big ones that I store a bunch of stuff in. This one holds my little containers. She's in the middle of it. Half asleep, eyeballs barely open, watching me. She is too cute. She really is adorable. My little crafty bud. I meant to insert some pictures at the end of my last Stitch and Chat, and I forgot. So if I remember this time, I will. Because I'm filming usually in the morning before going to work during the week. By the time I actually get to the editing part, I may forget. But we'll see what happens. All right, I actually paused you for a moment. I like how this pause feature works now on this phone. That's another plus. They didn't used to have that. I think it was one of the latest updates. That now when you're doing the video, you can pause it, and it makes it much more seamless. Don't have to stop it, start a whole new video, and then put them together. or cut out stuff like I just had to get up for a minute. I don't have to cut that out. It's great. See, that's some of the pros of filming with my phone. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. All right, gonna have to do our pin stitch on this one here in just a moment. This one is getting short. Uh-oh, she's making a move. Probably gonna wiggle the camera. And I pulled it out. Yep, look at this. And she's back. There she is. All right, it's hard from that angle because I have it sitting on my... Here, let me get this zoom. It's hard because I have it sitting on my tripod to move it around like that. And then when I was just trying to put it back to where you can see, it came completely off. Which scared her, so she went back to her basket. I really do wonder if she was a cross-stitcher in a past life. None of the other. We got 4 cats. She's the only one that's always right here. Her sister, Bumblebee, will sometimes in the evenings when I'm over in my chair stitching, she'll sometimes come over and watch for a few minutes. But Starfire is always right there. Here she comes again. I apologize. She hits that tripod thing. It's not really a tripod. It's a gadget that actually attaches to the table, and I can put my phone on it and face it down over what I'm working on to give you guys the best view possible. That's how I do it. Unless I'm doing one of my on my face videos, like when I do my floss tubes. Then I actually use a tripod. All right, we're going to do this last one here, and then we're going to do our pin stitch. And hopefully have enough time to do a few more stitches. All right, so let's do a pin stitch over here. I want to make sure it don't go down in the same hole, otherwise it just takes it back out. Okay, then we're going to go up over here, just pick a spot, any spot. Then we're going to cut that off. Okay. Then we are going to, oh, moved everything again. I think we will go with this one. I don't want to do this one yet because I want to make sure that that purple actually belongs in here. There's not a lot of it. It's these pink X's, and it probably does because you see just a little bit and then a lot starting over here. And I know there is a lot of purple in this section. So I'm sure it is correct, but I don't want to take any chances. So we will do that on the next video. But let us go ahead and do this. This is the W's, so we're just going to work with that for right now, these little purple W's. So let me get my floss ready again. And of course I did already have these ready to go, doing the loop start. I had already prepped it. The loop start was one of my favorite things I ever learned in cross stitch. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I have a lot of different ways for finishing off my thread, but the loop start is my favorite for beginning it. Gotta make sure I don't grab those X's because I got used to stitching the X's. And these W's are the same color. Now she's going in one of my other baskets. You don't see any of the other cats. The other cats are all off, minding their own business, probably sleeping. But not Starfire, no. Wish I had more time to stitch on these, let me tell you. Here we go, got it out. 9 times out of 10, I get the knots out pretty easily. Every once in a while I pull it the wrong way and make it worse. Yeah, I wish I had more time to stitch, but I got so many of them, and I want to work on all of them. That's the problem. And I did get a little start going on that unicorn bead stitch. And just a little bit I did, I really enjoyed it. So I do definitely like having the colored floss to go with the beads. And we shall see how it turns out. What? I gotta check. I didn't even think to check. I gotta see if Painting Fairy does beaded kits. Man, can you imagine the quality that would be? That would be good. I'm definitely gonna have to look into that. I don't remember seeing it, but my life is always so busy. Everything is on the run. I'm usually in a rush doing everything. So I could have just missed it. Hopefully I don't forget, because I really want to check that out now. Because even though I think that unicorn is going to turn out really great, I love it, and I do believe it's going to be beautiful when it's done. I would like check out a better quality canvas. Now, don't get me wrong, the printing on it was very clear. But on that particular one that I got, that's the unicorn, it was not serged all the way around. For me, that's a big no-no. Again, though, would it stop me from stitching it? No, because it's absolutely gorgeous with those colors. So I still believe chances are pretty good it's going to turn out great. But I sure wouldn't mind one that's even better quality. So I definitely want to look into that. And I also want it to be glass beads. I don't want the plastic beads or whatever they are. But boy, those glass beads are heavy. I can't believe how heavy those packages are. I do have 2 others that I got from Dream Stitch. I've done a couple of videos. Those may come out that week I'm on the cruise. That's right now what they're scheduled for. Sometimes I move things around, though, depending on stuff that comes in. So we'll see what happens. But with those kits, they're serged all the way around, at least. So I'm excited to start them as well. But again, I can only start so many things. I don't have enough stitching for each one of these that I'm working on as it is. I hope I was paying attention and only doing W's. If not, you were probably screaming at me. And chances are, if I did do an X, 1 or 2 X's, I'm not changing it. This color is pretty, all these colors are pretty convoluted and intermixed anyway. I don't think it would make a huge difference. Come on. All right, we are going to try to get a few, what time is it? A few more stitches here. And then we're going to have to wrap this up because I'm actually already over 30 minutes. I don't know how I managed that. And I had a bit of a late start this morning. Yeah, let me know if any of you did get this, if you're stitching it with me, or what you are stitching on. I'd love to know. Oftentimes, if it's not, if you tell me something I don't recognize, I'll usually try to find it by the name that you say it is. Okay, let's see. And we'll move over here and get these W's. And it looks like we'll have to go up from there. Though not necessarily today, because I'm about out of time. And boy, do I dread Friday traffic, especially coming home. It's always worse coming home. The later in the day it gets here in SoCal, the worse the traffic. It's terrible. Can't wait for the day I can go back to Northern California. Okay. Nope. Make sure I'm not missing any W's in between. I don't see any, so we got to jump clear up here. All right, I think we'll go ahead and do this last one and then move up to this next row where there's going to be several, and then we're going to have to call it a day. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for, again, coming and hanging out with me today. I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you could hit that thumbs up for me, that really would help me out. It finds other cross-stitch or crafty lovers find their way to me, and I'd really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed, you enjoyed the video, or you enjoyed others from my playlist, please hit that subscribe button. That way you are notified when I upload. And again, it just helps support my channel. All right. I love you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you will all be very safe. I hope you will always be blessed. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.